Hello, all of you. I am Dr. Indrajit Dhole. I am working as assistant professor in the Department of Physics at SGM College, Karad. Today I am going to give a lecture on some basic concepts of physics. This video lecture is particularly for the undergraduate students. During this video lecture, if you are having any doubt or queries regarding to content or concept, then you can make it on this particular email ID. So today's video lecture contents are first is photoelectric effect, then Raman effect, then Zeeman effect, Stark effect. In Zeeman effect, we are also going to study about the normal Zeeman effect and anomalous Zeeman effect. And we are also in addition, we are also going to study about the difference between the Zeeman effect and Stark effect, and the comparison between normal Zeeman effect and anomalous Zeeman effect. So photoelectric effect. In 1905, Albert Einstein proposed a theory that photon or electromagnetic radiation or bunch of photons are having discrete energy packets. We often it is called as a quanta. He also proposed a theory regarding photoelectric effect. He also proposed equation of photoelectric effect. So before going towards the photoelectric effect, first of all, we have to understand what is photon or what is the concept behind the photon. So photon is nothing but a quantum of light, and photon is an elementary particle. Photon is massless. Photon has no electric charge. Photon is a stable particle, and photon always move at a speed of light in vacuum. So general idea behind the photoelectric effect: when light or electromagnetic radiation or bunch of photon or quanta incident on a material, particularly a metal, then electrons present in the metal absorbs this energy and get ejected from this metal or material. These electrons are called as electron emission. Then this particular process or this whole process is known as photoelectric effect. If the photon energy is less than the electron energy, then these electrons cannot eject from that particular material. So for happening photoelectric effect, the photon energy should be maximum than the electron energy of that particular material. Then the working of photoelectric effect: when photon or light is incident on a metal plate, we often call it as a emitter because it emits the electrons. When photon incident on this metal plate, then that metal plate ejects electrons, and that electrons are attracted towards the positive plate because electrons are having negative charge. So there is a force of attraction between negative and positive charges. So electrons are attracted towards the positive plate, and these electrons are attracted towards the positive electrode. Then these electrons flow through this circuit, and we call it as a photoelectric current, and this photoelectric current can be measured with the help of ammeter. So this is the working of photoelectric effect. To happen photoelectric effect, there is a mathematical description. Maximum kinetic energy is equals to Hf minus phi, where H is the Planck's constant, whose value is 6.63 into 10 raised to minus 34 joules second. F is the frequency of incident photon, and phi is the work function. The work function is the energy required to eject electron. Then work function satisfies phi is equals to h f naught, where h is Planck's constant and f naught is threshold frequency. By considering the equation number 1 and equation number 2, we can write equation number 3, where k max is equals to hf minus hf naught. By taking common h, we can write k max is equals to h into bracket f minus f naught. To happen photoelectric effect, this particular condition should be satisfied because kinetic energy is always positive. So to kinetic energy always positive, to become positive kinetic energy, f should be always greater than f naught. So condition to photoelectric effect occur is f is greater than f naught. Then application of photoelectric effect: photomultipliers, image sensors, gold leaf electroscope, photoelectron spectroscopy, spacecraft, and night vision devices. Then the next part part is Raman effect. Before going towards the Raman effect or Raman scattering, first, as an Indian, we have to know about the Professor C.V. Raman. Professor C.V. Raman was an Indian scientist who got Nobel Prize for his groundbreaking for Raman scattering in 1930. He also got Bharat Ratna Award, and by remembering him, we celebrate National Science Day on 20th February of each or every year. Then Raman scattering. When photon is incident on a molecule, then most of the wavelength will not change after the scattering. This not change wavelength is known as the Rayleigh scattering, or this phenomenon is known as Rayleigh scattering. When photon is incident on molecule, then if the photon is incident on molecule, then that molecule gains energy from the photon, then the lambda scatter is greater than lambda result, then that phenomenon is known as Stokes-Raman scattering. And if molecule gives the energy to the photon, incident photon, then that phenomenon is known as anti-Stokes line, where lambda scatter is less than lambda laser. Raman spectroscopy. In Raman spectroscopy, Raman effect is a two photon scattering process. These processes are inelastic scattering. In Stokes scattering, which is energy lost by photon, when photon is in, there is no vibration, and when photon is out, there is a vibration. In anti-Stokes scattering, where energy gained by photon, where photon when it is in, then vibration occurs, and when photon is out, there is no vibration in the molecule. Then the application of Raman scattering, Raman effect. The main application is Raman spectroscopy, which is used for the pharmaceuticals and cosmetics, geology and mineralogy, to detect carbon materials, then semiconductors and life sciences. Then next part is Zeeman effect. Zeeman effect is nothing but the splitting of lines when atom is placed in a weak magnetic field. Here we can see two figures. First figure shows without magnetic field, and second one is with magnetic field. So here we can see the splitting of lines when atom is placed in a weak magnetic field. When this magnetic field is strong, or we increase that magnetic field, then that anomalous Zeeman effect becomes the normal Zeeman effect, and this phenomenon is known as Pasternak effect. So here is the difference between normal Zeeman effect and anomalous Zeeman effect. In normal Zeeman effect is the splitting of spectral lines of an atomic spectrum due to the interaction between the external magnetic field and the orbital magnetic momentum. In anomalous Zeeman effect is the splitting of spectral lines of an atomic spectrum that is caused by the interaction between the magnetic field and the combined orbital and intrinsic magnetic momentum. The second is observed at zero electron spin states, and in anomalous Zeeman effect observed in the presence of an electron spin. In normal Zeeman effect, one spectral line is split into a triplet. In anomalous Zeeman effect, one spectral line is split into different complicated patterns. In normal Zeeman effect occurs due to the presence of orbital magnetic momentum, and in anomalous Zeeman effect occurs due to the presence of both orbital and intrinsic magnetic moment. Then the Stark effect. Stark effect is analogous to the Zeeman effect, and Zeeman effect is analogous to the Stark effect. In Zeeman effect, what happens when an atom is placed in a weak magnetic field, then that spectral lines are splitted. Same happens in the Stark effect, but here is the electric field. In Zeeman effect there is a magnetic field, in Stark effect there is a electric field. Here we can see two pictures. This is the without electric field, and this one is with electric field. Here we can see the splitting of lines. Then difference between Zeeman effect and Stark effect. As I have given the Zeeman effect describes the splitting of the spectral lines of an atom in the presence of weak magnetic field, and Stark effect is in the electric field, and it can be observed in an applied magnetic field, it can be observed in an electric field. Result of the interaction between the magnetic momentum of an atom in the external magnetic field arises due to the interaction between the electric momentum of atom and external electric field. Here are the applications of Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Zeeman effect is used for the astrophysics, lasers, Siemens Energy Limited company of spin and orbital motions, Stark effect, imaging of the firing activity of neurons. Thank you.